Hi everyone, Angie Smith here. Thank you for watching. Welcome back. So this is my weekly wax summary, and I usually film on Sunday, but I took a day off. I've been off a few days from work, so I am filming today, Monday. So all of these stats though are as of yesterday, with the week ending Sunday. What was yesterday? August 3rd. I can't believe we're already in August. Today's the 4th, and my monthly Scentsy Club processed. So it's like we're already going full blown into August. So I ended yesterday with 1,111 pieces. I think that's a lucky number, 1111. And then last week I ended with 1,090. So I did go up, and I'm continuing to go up. I added 55 new pieces into my collection. Scentsy was 36 of that, and it was from the flash sale haul. So I will be filming that and posting that this week. And then I did get my second and spruce ready to ship order. I think I was at the tail end of all the shipping, but happy to have those in. And then I did use 34 pieces. So as far as my using is going, it's consistent. I just keep bringing more and more in. I did sit down though. I do have some financial goals for myself, and I am going to need to go on a low buy because I absolutely love wax, but wax is a want and not necessarily a need. I have enough that even if I stopped buying, I honestly probably could get through 9 to 10 months. Full-blown wax melting without running out of wax. And so I'm not going to go on a no buy, but I am going to go on a low buy. And I am already starting to feel the effects of it because I had a huge lavender and speckles order planned, and then I was just like, no, I don't need all of this. So I did a small order, and I'm coming up for customs probably here in the next month or so, and I'll probably place a large order then. But I was like, let me save what I want and then just kind of put it all on that customs order. But Knowles Farms I just got tagged like everybody did, but in the pre-order list for this week, and I was like, oh yeah, I want that, and that. So it's kind of like going on a diet where if you tell yourself you can't have any, you just want more. So like I said, I am just going to do a low buy. So any tips or tricks for that, please let me know, because it's going to be hard. Because again, wax is something I love, and I always just want more and more of it. But that is going to be my goal, and I'll track to how my low buy is going each week, and we'll see if I'm winning or if I'm failing at it. So I already mentioned that I ordered the lavender and speckles. I'm looking at my notes here that I wanted to discuss. I did order on the 1st. Scentsy offered the early access kits for the fall winter scents. So you get the 10 new bars. Now you don't get it discounted, which I wish they would, but you have to buy them full price at $6 a bar. But I always buy those because I do make samples for my customers. I ordered the tester kit so I could get all of the testers, and then catalogs weren't available. If you've been listening to all of the Scentsy people, so Scentsy is going more digital. They say it's because, that's just kind of how it's trending. My personal opinion on it is I know that it probably costs a lot to print that. And that's just one of the expenses that they're probably cutting, because of course for them, they're going to pay somebody, they pay somebody already to put that catalog together. They can pay that person just to put the digital together, and then it's free pretty much for the most part. They're a lot less expensive for them to do a digital version versus printing a bunch of catalogs and brochures. I always wonder, because I always end up with quite a bit left over after the season, and I wonder how much paper they sit on and have to destroy at the end. I mean, that's probably a huge expense as well. But they are going to release like a it's kind of like similar to the showcase brochure, which is just showcasing a few of the items. So they already dropped the digital version, which was like wax warmers and you know, I think like all of the Scentsy branded items with no pricing. They're not putting pricing out there. And you know, part of that too could be that they can use a universal catalog versus printing one for each region. So that might be a good reason to do that as well. But they're not going to have those available to purchase till the 15th. So I probably plan on jumping on the 15th and ordering those because a lot of my customers still like to get at least a paper one, and I know I enjoy it as well. And then when I ordered on the 1st, you were supposed to get early access to the fall scents, the Harvest collection. So I did pick those up. I picked up is it Wildflowers and Horses collection, which I don't think was early access. I think that dropped for everybody on August 1st. And then they were supposed to have this early access to this Zombie Punch scent, which I think came from another region. I think maybe region 3. But when I went to order at like 3 a.m., it was not available for me. And then I noticed later it was available, but it's just one bar. I wasn't going to pay shipping all over again. So if that is still available for early access come the 15th, I'll throw that in my order as well. If not, I'll wait till the September 1st with everybody else to get that bar. What else did I get? Oh, they had lots of bars in clearance. That's another reason I get up like right when the site opens. So I was able to grab my beloved Maple Vanilla Glaze, which I lost in my Scentsy Club. I grabbed 12 bars of those. It's such a good like donutty type scent, and it's so strong. It's one I wish I still had in my club. What else did I get? Trying to remember. That was the big one that I was super excited about. I did lose Toasted Acorn and Oak jumped my cart before I could check out, which I heard a lot of others. I think that happened to quite a few others. So I don't know who snagged all of those bars, but so happy you did. And then I forget the other ones. I did end up grabbing some of the other ones that were in clearance. So really good time to get those bars at a cheaper price. What else did I do? Mention my low buy. I'm just going to limit, my focus is going to be to limit the vendors where I've been just kind of purchasing here and there. I'm going to just get to my top vendors and only purchase from them, which I will list. I think I listed them out here. So Scentsy, I'm always going to buy from Scentsy. The Pharmacist's Daughter, Brita's, Lavender and Speckles. I left L3 on my list. K's. I like K's because you can make customs and they carry the same scents. It's literally a 24/7 operation, kind of like a retail, even though it's considered vendor wax. Second and Spruce, and Rainbow Melts. So I do have quite a few, and a lot of people limit theirs, but I did kind of cut all of the vendors I've been purchasing from in half, and I'm going to try to stick to that for my low buy and try not to buy from every order is the other part, and that's going to be my hard part right there. So again, looking for those tips and tricks to do low buy. Let me know how your week is going, and I'll give you my fave and fail that I wanted to throw in here. So we will start with the fail, and Teddy Bees. Honeybee, I know so many people love this. I personally get nothing from this scent, and I threw this probably like, I cut this into 4s. This is a tub, so quite a chunk of wax, and I did that in all 4 of my candle crocks. Still nothing. And I get so much throw from my Candle Crocks that this is just nothing. I have warmed this before in other types of warmers and smaller ones, so I just know the ones that don't perform for me, I'm just going to try to throw them in and try to get some kind of scent, and I got nothing. But my fave here, I guess I'll go back real quick with that, is, and you notice Teddy Bees wasn't on my list. I absolutely love Teddy Bees on cold, but get very few results on warm that are good enough to repurchase. And I'm telling you though, the ones that are good enough for repurchase, they are phenomenal, that it's almost worth it. But because I get so many misses, I think I'm gonna have to refrain. I'm definitely gonna refrain from the RTS. We will see once the pre-order comes around in September if I'm still on that page. But again, the ones that I love are phenomenal scents. So I just want to throw that out there, so you don't think I'm being kind of hypocritical with it, because it's okay sometimes with the misses when you get those phenomenal scents in between. Now let's talk about my fave. Came from Lavender and Speckles. This is going on my customs pre-order list, which is Copper Tone and Cotton. Oh my god, this was so good. It's Copper Tone type, Honeydew Melon, and Clean Cotton. This was so strong, so long lasting, and it smells like a day at the beach. It's phenomenal. It's kind of like you have that sunscreen on with a fresh, clean towel, and then you have some kind of like your fruit there that you're laying on at the beach with the umbrella over you. So good. Or you even have just like the cucumber and melon kind of body care on scent while you're basking in the sun. Absolutely love this, Copper Tone and Cotton. So there was my fave and a fail. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on my next one.